So I promised that I was going to share with you guys all my recipes for when babies are not doing well. I'm going to start with my toddler. So I have all these things. I don't use all of them. I pick and choose depending on the symptoms. So first of all, I'm going to show you this garlic and honey, fermented garlic and honey. If you want to know how to make this, I have it on my channel. Just go ahead and go for it. So this garlic and honey fermented, I use it to treat symptoms of flu. It works, you know the properties of garlic. It is antiviral, as we know. The honey also, remember to get your local honey, not just any honey, the local one, because with the local one, the bees in your area will provide the right things that you need. I know you know what I mean. You need the ones that were done by the bees from your area. So if you want to make this, check it out on my channel. I will link it. Let's go to the next that you need, and it's it's not my favorite, but one of my favorite is the elderberry syrup. This thing is so good. If you want to know how to prepare the elderberry syrup, what it's used for, why you should have it, I also have a video on it, and you can just go ahead and search it. I will link it as well. And so the elderberry syrup is one of my go-to. The one thing that I love the most, I'm going to show you now. C. So I love my vitamin C powder. Now you need pure vitamin C powder. You do not need those vitamin C that has sugar and all these other stuff that you don't need in your body. You need pure vitamin C powder. Now this is ascorbic acid. You can get the one, this is pure ascorbic acid. You can get the one that is buffered down. I used to use the sodium ascorbate. It's buffered down with sodium, so it's not too harsh on the tummy, so you can get that one. We tried this one and it wasn't bad for us, so we decided to stick with the pure one, just because during pregnancy I was worried about the sodium and being pregnant, so that's why I switched to this, and I realized we all are okay with it, so we decided to stick with it. I get this on Amazon. Vitamin C is your answer to almost every ailment. I even heard people who had cancer get vitamin C infusions and they are in remission. So vitamin C, you should have it in your house. There's a daily dosage that you can take. There's a group on Facebook that advises on this. There's a doctor on Facebook. I will link the group also in my comments, or in the description. So that's that about vitamin C. So Isabel doesn't really love vitamin C, so obviously because of the taste. So what I do, I mix it with a local honey, and it looks like some kind of drink, and then she will take it. I sometimes also mix it in her food because she loves smoothies. I like to mix it in her food. Oh, talking about food, so when they are sick, you want to avoid sugar. We do not have or take any sugar in this house at all. Just sugar. It's also about all those things that breaks down, and it's almost like you're eating food but just filling your belly, and there's no nutrition, almost nothing. It gives you nothing. You have to avoid those foods as well, because what it does, it tasks the body more to break it down, and when the baby or the toddler is sick, you do not need them to be fighting to break down food as well. So make sure you reducing the white carbs, you reducing the processed foods, the sugar and all that. So that's that about food. I'd emphasize. So colloidal silver, so I make my own colloidal silver and I put them in bottles, but you can get colloidal silver in a store in Whole Foods. You can get colloidal silver in Whole Foods or any health store. The one that people recommend is the Sovereign Silver, but I make my own colloidal silver, and one of these days I'm going to show you how to make the colloidal silver machine. I don't know if this qualifies as a machine. It does. Not emphasize enough the sun. So I'm talking about the sun, and I am showing you vitamin D3 because that's what we get from the sun that helps us with ailments, immunity and all that. The sun is good for you. I was surprised when I got my results from the hospital, from my doctor, and I was so low on D3 because I go out so much. But if you're going out, you have to make sure you're getting the sun, not just sitting in your car and driving to your office or whatever. So make sure of that. Do not take this until we are sick and then I buy this. I'm sure you can get a purer one. I'm not sure, but this is the one that I got. You can ask again this time. So there's something called GOOT. It's GOOT, and it's garlic, olive oil and coconut oil. So you mince the garlic, you mix it with olive oil and coconut oil, and you use that cream or lotion you rub it on the feet of the sick person. So for Judah, I put it on his feet. For Isabel, I put it on her feet and her neck, around her back. So I also have my oils that I diffuse, my lemon, tea tree, lavender, frankincense. Now I have a baby in the house, and babies are not supposed to be using any oils. You can use oils from 2 years. I've learned that from 6 months you can, but what is most advised is 2 years. Now, because he cannot inhale, what I do is I diffuse when he's not inside the room. So I think that it has a less impact, just to clean the air, you know, because of all the coughing or something like that. But I don't do it regularly because of him. So oils are not supposed to be used for babies. Just take that in mind. All right, so it is this as well. Unfortunately, I am out of it, but these are homeopathy remedy. This is a homeopathy remedy for the flu, so it just treats the flu symptoms. I think that's that. Now I've said so many things. Let me tell you how I use them. So I've shown you so many things, but I don't use everything at once when somebody gets ill. I just have all the varieties, just because I have little ones, and Isabel especially sometimes can reject stuff. So I have to try so many different things, and most of these things have no side effects, and maybe if you have allergic reaction, yes, but no side effects. So you can play around to see which one your child will take. Okay. And oh, for us to all be clear, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a health professional or anything. I'm not giving doctors advice. This is just what I do. So yeah. So in case, let's say when we fell ill, for Judah, who is 2 months old, I take those things, so I pass it on to him. I do not give him anything internally. He does not need them. So what I do, I take it and I pass it on to him. My breast milk does the magic. So all he needs is nursing and nursing and nursing. And at this time, they might reduce their nursing because they're not feeling well. Just do on demand and see how it goes. What you have to be watching out for is hydration. And if you are suspecting RSV, check the chest and that it's not retracting. There are videos on YouTube for you to watch to see how it looks like. It can be pretty scary. I know so many times we were like, oh no, we need to go in, and then he recovered. Anyway, so for him, for babies, the only thing I do for them, or what I can do for him, what I did for him was put the garlic oil with the garlic oil on his feet. So it was garlic, olive, and coconut oil on his feet. And then I made sure, and then I made sure that the room was well ventilated. I also made sure that the humidity was not bad, so I had a humidifier in there just to help clear their nose. I also put breast milk in his nose as saline, and then I suction it with the sanction with the nose Frida. This thing doesn't look clear at all. Okay, better. And then I use the nose Frida, and that's it for him. So I do breathing treatment for both, and that's that for babies. For toddlers, for Isabel, as soon as I see signs, I give her the OC if I have one. If I don't, I just do my vitamin C. Vitamin C works, guys. It is the bomb. So I mix it with honey and I give her. What you are aiming at is bowel tolerance when they are not feeling well. But there is a diagram with dosage on how much they need to take. Judah is here, good. On how much they need to take. He wants to suck, but not want the milk. So he's doing all sort of things here. Anyway, yeah. So you aim for bowel tolerance. I also take vitamin C as well, and it passes to the baby, but not that much. People advise that you swab some in the baby's cheek, especially if you were taking high dose during pregnancy, because the baby might be at risk of scurvy. and then that's what I do for her as soon as I see symptoms. And I give her the honey ferment because she likes it. It tastes good, the honey and garlic ferment. And the other thing that I do for her is to give her a teaspoon of colloidal silver. I know that people have their own thing about colloidal silver, but for me, what I found out, it's okay. So I give her that. And I see how it goes and apply the rest. So it's not like I give her everything. When it's around this season, I give her elderberry daily. People say giving elderberry daily when the person is not sick might send the immune system into an overdrive. Or what do they say? It can work against. But for us, it has really helped us. And most of the things I have, you have to be doing them daily. Like probiotics, for example. Yeah, you have to be making sure that you're taking prebiotics, you are eating well, so that you are your gut is healthy. Sugar and all these processed food, you have to avoid them so you heal faster when you get sick. So the issue is not the disease, or the issue is during the process what happens. So you could develop something else, and because you did not your body does not have the right nutrient or vitamins, minerals that it needs. So you just have to know what you need. Vitamin D3, for example, you don't have to wait till you are sick before you're wondering your levels. You have to always make sure you're getting some sun in when it's off peak. Or if you can't get it, get the supplement, get a pure supplement and take it. But your best shot is the sun directly. We take the supplement when needed. Especially when I was pregnant, I did take the supplement daily. So even now I do take it so it can pass to the baby. I take about 8,000 because I'm really deficient. So 8,000 IU. Okay. I think that's all. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'm happy to share my medicine cabinet with you. I'll show you when I'm traveling the things I take. That's that, and that's for today. Bye bye.